there, folk. God diggity damn, it's that time again. I'm still a little bit caught up. Got like a frog that came in my throat. You know what I mean. Not a prince. But anyway, today is a very important topic because a lot of people do not know that they're living like this, and it causes a lot of internal conflicts. So it'd be like being a son of a bitch and just like a nice person at the same time. It's kind of the differentiator. Or you could be living spiritually and physically, or you could be living emotionally and non-emotionally, or you could be living in Florida and California. Oh wait, those are different states altogether. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the fact that you can be basically two seemingly different things, or people, whatever you want to call it, beings, and have advantages from both sides. So that would be if you were extraordinarily kind, but at the same time, maybe when the situation arises where someone's just being a rat fucking bastard, you know, you just kind of draw a line and say, motherfucking shit, are you gonna do your damn mind, motherfucker? And gotta set him straight, you know? Or you could be in a very outgoing type of way and then be in a very kind of introverted, being to yourself, being kind of giving at the same time. You could be absorbing, being given yourself the time and energy you need to get that moolah, that young money, baby, or something of that matter. A lot of the time, I think the absolute best one is the fact that if you do research through the shit of near-death experience, you can start to realize that life itself does not actually end at the end of what we call life. It just keeps going, and it's euphoric. So that kind of differentiates yourself from taking life too serious. Then you sort of become like stressed out and fucking like, oh my god, I need to go somewhere crazy, I need to escape this thought. You just kind of become more nonchalant, and then you don't have to like completely not fear that, but you become something greater because you're the in-between. You're like just riding the wave, and then you're able to play with the actual physical universe instead of just being afraid of fucking even going outside to touch it because it might fucking blow up or something crazy. So that's a lot of the time. Or you can also be appreciative of what you have while going after something that you want. And that comes down to also not the same thing. You just gotta take the things less serious, which is the same thing as being like what people would consider immature, or like when you were a child. I mean, you could still be a child. You could say, you know, fucking even 40 years old is young compared to the fucking universe. It's like billions of years. Or like fucking, I don't know, some goddamn turtle that lives like 175 years. You're a fucking baby to that motherfucker. But basically, in essence, if you can do both and live on two opposites of the spectrum, kind of bring them both together, they work for each other. It's not that you have to be outside fucking worried about things, because if you're taking life as it's not a serious objective, but at the same time pursuing it with like a very diligent, strong manner, you get a lot of shit done, because you don't have to like have fight or flight response resistance to things where you just get all worked up and like, holy fucking shit, this is stressing me out, I can't do it, I just can't do it. instead you just be like, oh, well, that fucked up. Life goes on. I guess still got another fucking 100 gajillion infinities after, so who the fuck do I care if one moment doesn't go my way? But besides, half the time people just take things way too serious. That's why a lot of the time it does seem pretty fucking dull. But you can literally, with comedy or even science, you can see things and make fun of them or just find them interesting. You know, you can fucking just look outside and see that everything's created out of gajillions of atoms, you know, astrophysics, and the fact that every single time you look at something, it's held together by the most minute, fragile fraction of a fucking energy force, but somehow that keeps everything together. You know, like the forces of gravity and electromagnetivity and those are very important things that if you don't understand, you don't really have a mystery in life, and you don't see things as special. They're just material. And you can also have, yeah, the two polar opposites, like having a great experience and then just thinking about material. I mean, you can differentiate one way or the other. You can say, well, goddamn, I'm just going to go more towards experience than this material bullshit. Because this material, just every time I buy a new fucking pair of clothes or some boots or a condom for a female, it just wears out. And after like a week, it doesn't make me happy anymore. But every time you experience something, that shit stays in your brain a long time, changes how you think, changes how your body functions, your memories, how you appreciate life. So it's kind of just recognizing the yin and the yang, the two different aspects of life, and choosing basically a side, but not really, because you can go with either one depending on the situation. Just acknowledging the fact that there is two. And that will just about do it. There, folky boo. I'm on my way. I gotta do some work. But you know what? I'm gonna make a fucking ride out of it. I'm gonna turn it into a game. I don't know, do what other people do. I'm like, talk to it myself and be like, oh, you want me to do some goddamn business for you? Business communications ass? I'll write up a goddamn email. I'll make that shit hoot and toot and rout and touty. You fucking pansy ass. We'll slam out. Boot up.